everybody. This is going to be a short video. I'm recuperating from the stomach flu, but while it was still fresh in my head, I thought I'd do a video on what it's like to have a stomach virus when you have a lap band. So if you don't want to talk about vomit or anything else related to the stomach flu, then I suggest that you just click off and catch my next video because that's what I'm going to talk about. As unpleasant as it is, it happens. So this is the first time in the year and a half that I have been banded that I have had the stomach flu or bug, stomach virus, whatever you want to call it. And it happened to be on New Year's Eve. I had been at my mom's house and I had had, of all things, chili for supper. Chili and then some dips and things like that, snack food. And I felt fine. The stomach flu had been going around through my sister's house, and at Christmas the week before we were all together, and a couple people ended up sick the next day for a few days. So anyway, that's probably where I picked it up, but who knows. So anyway, 6:30 in the evening, I was feeling fine. I had finished up supper by that time. I don't think I ate too much more snacky stuff throughout the evening. I may have had a piece of caramel or a turtle, I think, maybe. But anyway, about 9 o'clock or so, I just started feeling real yucky. So I laid down on the couch and covered up and stayed at my mom's. I don't know what I thought. I told somebody it felt like sometimes when you eat too much sugar, how you feel a little nauseated, but I really hadn't had much sugar. So anyway, about 10:30 or so, I knew that I was sick and had to get out of there. So I left. I felt bad. I called my mom the next day and apologized because I left all my crock pots and everything there still dirty. I just walked out the door and left. And when I got home about 11, I went in the bathroom and I could just feel that it was going to happen. And it wasn't pretty. It was the kind of vomiting that, you've heard people say that, you're throwing up from your toes. Well, that's what it was like. So it wasn't just the upper top of my stomach near my pouch. It was that everything below my pouch wanted to come up. So it actually hurt, and there was a lot of pressure. And I tried to baby it as much as I could and put it off, but it just kept sort of like dry heaving. The first go round, I did have actual stomach content come up and actually vomited, and that was a little bit of relief. And that I think came from more like the pouch area. And then from that point on, I probably periodically, some wise ass at like 1 o'clock in the morning decided to cook a frozen pizza or something downstairs in our house. I think it was my husband. And I could smell it upstairs, and so that sent me right back into the bathroom again. But anyway, on and off throughout the night, I was vomiting. And after the first time when I had actual stomach content and vomit come up, from then on it was like the dry heaves. And I don't know, it seems to me that if I ate at 6:30 and I'd emptied the contents of my pouch, that there should have still been food down below in my actual stomach that should have been able to come up. But no matter how hard my stomach heaved, it didn't bring anything else up, just some bitter bile. And you could actually feel, like if this is the band and, your pouch is up here and down here's your stomach, I could actually feel my stomach pressure pushing, trying to continue those muscles to spasm up. And I was worried to death that I was going to do something with my stomach and have it prolapse up or something. So anyway, in my handy dandy lap band owner's manual handbook, it says anytime you vomit to call your surgeon. So at about 11:20 p.m. I called my surgeon after I'd vomited once or twice already. I called my surgeon's office and left a message for them to call me for two reasons. One, just because I wanted them to know I was vomiting, and I paid good money for them to monitor me. So even if it was 11:20 on New Year's Eve, I was going to call and let them know. And number two is because I had some Phenergan suppositories in the refrigerator. They'd been in there a year and a half, but the expiration date wasn't up on them yet. And they had been prescribed to me by my surgeon's office after I had surgery because I had nausea and vomiting. So I wanted to find out if they recommend that I use those. So anyway, he called me back at about 11:57. So I rang in the new year on the phone with my surgeon's office, and they told me to stay on liquids for a few days. I told them I was sure it was just a 24-hour bug, but they told me to stay on liquids for a couple days to help my tummy settle back down the next day, you know, when I was done vomiting. And they told me I could use the suppositories. So I think they probably did help, even though I vomited or dry heaved a few more times through the night. But I'm glad I had them because it might have been worse. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you what it was like. It's not anything like PBing. You know, I always wondered, like with after I was banded, the only thing I'd had similar to throwing up was the PB. And anyway, I thought, well, maybe that's what vomiting will be like, but it's not. It comes from down deep, and my husband was in the other room, and I told him to leave, give me some privacy, because I was so loud. I mean, I was loud because I can't describe it. It was just, you had to vocalize to be able to keep up with the spasms, and I was moaning, and I don't know, it was miserable. The throwing up itself wasn't as miserable as just the bottom part, the stomach, you know, with those tremendous pressure and pushing. So yesterday, the day after, I had no more vomiting. I also had diarrhea too, but that doesn't matter concerning this video and the lap band. So anyway, today I'm back among the living, and I'm going to try and hit the gym in just a little bit. I'm also going to try and do a video this afternoon on a summary of the whole past year with my reflux. And then if I go to the gym, I'm going to videotape a little bit of my little bitty gym that I go to. So anyway, I hope that you're all feeling healthy this holiday season and that none of you have the stomach flu. Bye.